numbers now for this, our co-main event of the evening, presented by Amnesia Vodka. In the light heavyweight division, Aaron Chalmers versus Jack Fincham.
Both guys 6 foot tall, slight 2-inch reach advantage for Chalmers. That's not that much for this weight class.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the co-main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by Amnesia Vodka. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 177.4 pounds. His amateur boxing career stands at over 30 fights, and tonight makes his anticipated BKFC debut. Here is the reality TV and social media star, fighting out of Southeast London, England, Jack Fincham. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white trimmed in blue and red. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 176.8 pounds. His MMA record stands at 5 victories opposite 2 defeats and holds a BKFC record at 1-0. Fighting out of Newcastle upon Tyne, England, here is Aaron the Joker Chalmers. And our referee in charge of the action, Alan Jackson.
Aaron Chalmers said, I want to have a very smart and measured opening 30 seconds and then turn up the pressure with my jab. Alan Jackson bringing both men up to scratch. Round number 1. White trunks for Aaron Chalmers, black trunks for Jack Fincham. High tight striking guard for Fincham. Chalmers on the naked right hand.
That caught his attention. Fincham on his bike at this point. He got hit with a hard right hand.
And 2 off the mark from Fincham.
And I love the idea, Chalmers. He understands his opponent's first bare-knuckle fight, putting the test immediately.
Chalmers immediately mirroring the hips of Jack Fincham, trying to cut off the ring. Step in right knot there from Fincham. The change from Chalmers.
Chalmers doing a good job of just mirroring his opponent's hips, not letting him get away.
2 off the mark from Fincham. Good defensive head movement from Aaron Chalmers. Chalmers active with the jab. That was a rangefinder. On the jab from Fincham. Stepping right out there from Fincham. Going to counter, and that drops Jack Fincham.
Every time Chalmers is throwing, but you can just tell Fincham is not ready for this level of fighting at this point.
6, 7, 8. Up at 8 is Jack Fincham.
That was a very smart way to stay down the entire time. Get your legs back underneath you. Maybe he watches me talk sometimes, Tom. I always say that.
35 seconds remaining, round number 1. Right hand through from Fincham.
That could have been a wake-up call for Fincham.
Chalmers still cutting up the ring, mirroring the hips. Active on the jab as he told us he would be in the opening round. Aaron Chalmers. Fincham on the level change. Guillotine position. That gets Chalmers on the elevation. Right back to it. Then right hand, left hand. Heavy pressure again, now from the head chancery. Bit of squeeze. Chalmers turning into the guillotine just before the bell did end the opening round.
Now he understands that. He knows he can't take these clean shots. So let's see if that can be a wake-up call. And he can be ready to go for this second round, come out, do things a little bit different, really push the pace, push his opponent backwards, land his shots, stick and move. He's going to need to be able to adjust and change if he wants to win this fight.
Call him knuckle up from referee Alan Jackson, round number 2. There's the measuring jab. Step from Fincham, into the body with the jab. Fincham turning over that right hand. Nice jab from Jack Fincham. And Fincham talked to us about working off the jab, constant straight punches. 1-2, but Fincham not letting the two go. Now to the body. Chalmers continuing to mirror the hips of Fincham as he did in round number 1.
You can tell that Chalmers feels like if he gets in and gets in a slugfest, he's going to win. He has to get in and create a brawl.
And then out goes Aaron Chalmers. Fincham staying long by design. 70 seconds remaining in round number 2. This is our co-main event. We are in the light heavyweight division. Lead left hook just off the mark from Chalmers. The idea was most definitely there. Jab. 55 seconds remaining in round 2.
I feel like when Fincham gets off first and pushes his opponent back, he has better odds, better chances. He's going to start really trying to utilize that long jab, followed by that 2.
Chalmers on the duck under. Sweeping left hand just off the mark from Fincham. Right back to the jab for Aaron Chalmers. Fincham ever so slightly turning up the pressure, turning up the temperature here in round number 2.
He can get off first, push his opponent back.
There's a counter right hand on the step back from Fincham. Still pushing forward in round 2 as he did through the vast majority of round number 1, Aaron Chalmers. Chalmers still working off the rangefinder. Jab, right hand, knockdown number 2, the stagger, and then to the canvas goes Jack Fincham.
That was a delayed reaction, but he was hurt. Fincham still hurt.
6, 7, 8.
Up again at 8 is Jack Fincham.
Good. Step this way. Hey, look at me though. Hands up. Let's go. Look up.
He better get moving.
That ends round 2.
Man, every time Chalmers is able to land a good clean punch, it's doing damage. And that might be really a big problem for Fincham at this point. I thought maybe the first round when he got knocked down, it might wake him up. But I think at this point, it's just going to deter him thinking, man, I cannot get hit with any of these punches. It's going to make him not want to come forward. Right at the end of this round, just a clean right hand. You can just see the difference in power when these guys throw punches. Oh, you just see the wobbled legs of Fincham. As soon as he ate that right hand, he's like, well, where am I at? What's going on? Had to take a knee. Good job he took that knee. If he got hit with another right hand, he was probably out for the count.
Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout.
So at this point,
this fight is going to be stopped. This is going to be a corner stoppage.
Ooh.
And Aaron Chalmers now 2-0 in BKFC.
I feel like the corner of Fincham thought, you're not going to want to keep going out there. You keep getting hit. Every time you get hit, you get hurt. This has to be over.
I do not believe this is a fighter retirement from Jack Fincham. I believe this is Fincham's corner stopping the bout between rounds 2 and 3. That perhaps is semantics. What is reality is that Aaron Chalmers is a legitimate fighter. He proved it through his 7 pro MMA fights, 2 professional boxing, and he is now 2-0 in BKFC.
Man, just powerful shots. Fincham, every time he tried to come forward, it was some devastating shots. You can just see the difference in power between those 2 fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the request of the red corner, our referee in charge of the action, Alan Jackson, calls a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 2. For your winner by TKO, Aaron the Joker Chalmers.
Aaron Chalmers in our fighter meeting told us very clear-eyed, very directly, it will be a matter of when, not if, I land my power punches. The when came in round number 1 when Chalmers dropped Fincham, and in round number 2 when Chalmers dropped Fincham. The stoppage before the start of round 3. Victorious by way of TKO due to corner stoppage. 2 minutes of round number 2. Aaron Chalmers defeats Jack Fincham.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
It's always crazy. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, May 30th, it's Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship with high stakes and a superstar debut. In the main event, everything's on the line when the Brumtown bomber Connor Tierney clashes with RICO Franco for the Interim Welterweight Championship of the world. In the co-main event, Darren the Gorilla Till makes his long-awaited bare-knuckle fighting debut against Aaron the Joker Chalmers. For more info on how to watch history unfold live, go to bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
For Darren Till, this camp marks the beginning of a new chapter. He's competed under the brightest lights in combat sports. But bare knuckle brings a different kind of danger. Every moment of preparation is about proving that his power, experience, and mindset can translate into BKFC.
It actually never ever entered into my head. Obviously, when the BKFC questions started arising after my UFC exit, I always thought, oh, am I ready for that right now? Because it is a brutal sport, it's violent. I've watched it, I've watched all the people on the roster, they're all extremely violent people, and obviously the game to fight. But me, 20 years now in the fight game, I've seen it all, I've done it all. I don't have any hobbies. I literally live for violence and drinking beer. That's what I live for. So I think I'm a good fit. I think my style fits it, and you know, I don't mind dishing it out, and I don't mind accepting it either. So yeah. A big part is for the money. That was an offer I couldn't refuse. I'm extremely happy with the way David and the team have treated me. They've been very easy to work with. And you know what, yeah, just it's a bit of like one of them as well. Like I said I wouldn't do it, and now I'm doing it. Let's do it. Let's get that belt, and let's see what I can do inside the BKFC. Look, I've said to people, look, I'm extremely confident in my training and in myself. It could go extremely well, or it could go extremely wrong. Let's see. I'm not fazed by a lot. I've had a lot of challenges in my life, a lot of uphill battles, and a lot of good things. So nothing phases me at this point in my life.
Darren the Gorilla Till! Keep Darren Till at bay because Darren Till's locked in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is!
Oh my God, he's done!
One of the knockouts of the year!
Why is the referee counting? It's over!
I don't need to win this fight, I need to win every fight. I don't train for the good of my health, I don't train to let another man beat me, I don't train to earn less money, I don't train to let the naysayers say things about me and stuff like that. I train to win every fight. If I didn't train to win my fights, I wouldn't be fighting. It's just the same as if you declined to fight someone. Well, if you're declining to fight that guy, why you're actually in the fight game? Because you obviously haven't set out to be the best, which is what I've always wanted to be. I just want to be the best in everything I do, and that's why I'm so disciplined and I train so hard. So it's more than importance. I train to just beat every man, and that's it.
For Aaron Chalmers, this is the chance to turn momentum into something bigger. Undefeated in the BKFC, he enters this fight with belief, confidence, and the opportunity to spoil a major debut. A win over Darren Till wouldn't just protect his record, it could change the direction of his career.
I accepted the fight with Darren Till because I was chasing the big fight, and me personally, I don't think there's a bigger name in combat sports in the UK than Darren Till. He's on a 3-fight win streak in boxing, and it was just a no-brainer. To be great, you've got to take these big opportunities, and that's why I'm here. I'm excited to get in there and show everyone what I can do. For this fight, I don't feel like there is any pressure, because if you look at it on paper, I'm a reality TV star. Darren Till's ex-UFC. When you look at the comments on Instagram, everyone thinks he's going to wipe the floor with his, so I feel like all the pressure's on him and there's no pressure on me. So let's see what fight night brings. Obviously this is Darren's first fight in bare knuckle. I mean, listen, he's a veteran when it comes to combat sports. I think he's done it from a very young age. He's been on the biggest stages in MMA and boxing. This is bare knuckle, and no matter what people say, it's a totally different sport. I mean, one shot, you could be winning 4.5 rounds of a fight, one shot and it's all over. Could be one shot in the first round, so it is a totally different ball game. I've seen a lot of people come across high-level boxers and they've really struggled when it comes to the bare knuckles, so I'm excited to introduce him to the bare fist.
Working off the rangefinder, knockdown number 2, the stagger, and then to the canvas goes Jack Fincher.
That was a delayed reaction, but he was hurt.
I'd love to knock him out with the first punch, so I don't take any punishment on me lovely pretty face. But you don't always get what you want, so there could be a few cuts and bruises. It could go the distance. I'm open to get him out of there. And let's see. I'm excited for the challenge, for the pressure. All the pressure's on me. So let's see.
It's just a bit too low. A sitting knockdown. Eddie's head is just a bit low, and he's just
huge combination.
Oh God! I think this might be it. I think this might be it. It is.
Darren
It is.
Yeah, I don't think it matters what it's going to say. I think regardless of how I beat Aaron, everyone's going to be calling me out. I'm going to be the new target. Everyone's going to be calling me all kinds of names under the sun, and I'll live for it. I won't back down to no man. I'm excited. I wanted to send a good message, like, that is Darren Till, yeah, I just want to ruffle everyone's feathers. I want to terrorise the whole roster.
With a win against Darren Till, I feel like that puts me on the world radar. I think, obviously, I've heard Darren wants the Mike Perry fight, so surely if I win, I should be next in line for that. So if that's not something to get me teeth into, fighting for the baddest man on the planet belt, then what is? In my head, I just keep having visions of a knockout. People might think I'm delusional, but I just think carrying the extra power, I can just see a knockout. So there you go, I've said it right now.
Aaron, I just want to wish you all the luck. I appreciate you taking the fight. I know your game. I've said kudos, but I am the superior fighter. I am. Good luck.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, May 30th, it's Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship with high stakes and a superstar debut. In the main event, everything's on the line when the BRUM bomber Connor Tierney clashes with RICO Franco for the Interim Welterweight Championship of the world. In the co-main event, Darren the Gorilla Till makes his long-awaited bare-knuckle fighting debut against Aaron the Joker Chalmers. For more info on how to watch history unfold live, go to bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
For the BKFC European Welterweight title to crown the first ever champion, Franco versus Jimmy Sweeney.
And although Franco only has a 1-inch height advantage, it is that significant 5.5 reach advantage he's going to have to utilize, because he knows Sweeney, once they come in, land power shot, try and knock him out. He cannot let that. He's got to stay long. He's got to utilize that reach advantage. He's got to stay moving, make him pay each time by peppering him, landing those 1-2s, and then be evasive and move.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the co-main event. As we present to you the very first trilogy fight in bare-knuckle fighting history. scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the inaugural BKFC European Welterweight Championship. Presented to you by Gabriel Spirits. Introducing to you first, fighting of the red corner. Tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 163.6 pounds. His bare-knuckle fighting record stands atop of the world at 29-4, and tonight makes his highly anticipated BKFC debut. He is known throughout the world as one of the greatest bare-knuckle fighters in the history of the modern sport, fighting out of Sligo, Ireland. Here is Jimmy the King Sweeney. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, an even 165 pounds. His overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 9 victories opposite 3 defeats. He is the former BKFC World Welterweight Title Challenger, fighting out of Gainsborough, Lincolnshire, England, RICO Franco. And our referee in charge of the action, Brian Miner.
RICO Franco told us, I believe Jimmy Sweeney will try to slow down the pace of this fight and then time his explosions. I will control the faster pace, Franco said, with my superior footwork. Those fighters up to scratch. The trilogy, the bell, round number 1. Black trunks for the Englishman, RICO Franco. White trunks for the Irishman, Jimmy Sweeney. Shuffle right hand from Sweeney. Sweeney left hook just off the mark. Jab from Franco on the entry. See the extended striking guard of Sweeney. Franco jab to the body, jab to the head.
And that's just good experience from Sweeney. The hands out extended, really getting in the way of his opponent.
Sweeney looking to time his counters. Left hand, right hand. Jab right back from Franco. Fast jab, double jab from Franco, both just off the mark. Sweeney, that very educated extending striking guard, right hook to the body.
Already a cut on the face of Sweeney, I think.
See the diversionary hands from Franco. Big right hand, Franco to the inside.
Franco coming forward a lot more aggressive than usually.
Side headlock, that gets the separation from Brian Miner. Going the up jab. Fighters showing their skills, showing their poise. No rush from either of these world-class bare-knuckle fighters. Big left hand, right hand from Sweeney on the explosion. Big left hand from Sweeney. That is the timed explosion that RICO Franco talked to us about. Said that he had to negate with footwork.
This is more of the pace that Franco wants. So Sweeney wants to sit back, pick his shots. Franco making him fight the entire time.
Smear of blood on the nose of RICO Franco. Smear of blood around the right eye of Jimmy Sweeney into the heavy clinch. Franco told us he felt he would have a big advantage in the clinch. Side headlock again. That's the separation from Brian Miner. Ten-second clap late here in round number 1 of our co-main event. The winner becomes the first ever BKFC European 165-pound titleist. Next up, round 2. See the bouncing in the center circle from RICO Franco. Now both men up to scratch. Round number 2. Finder jab from Franco. Very active with his jab. There's the left hand from Sweeney, turned it over. Right hand, left hand, short and sharp from Jimmy Sweeney. Jab to the body from Franco. Both fighters having their small but effective moments. And right off the mark. Trying to triple his jab. Sweeney fast jab right back. Smear of blood around Rico Franco's right eye. Outside of his right brow. Big left hand on the step in from Sweeney. Franco again to the jab. Jab right back from Jimmy Sweeney. Franco now trying to cut the ring. Left hook.
See both guys really trying to land the right hand.
The right hand, left hand, and down goes Jimmy Sweeney.
Clearly
ruled a slip by Brian Miner. Actually, no argument from Franco. We fight on. Sweeney is cut under his right eye. 45 seconds remaining, round 2. Double jab. At Chancery. Exceedingly fast pace at 165 pounds. Entry jab again from Jimmy Sweeney. Sweeney moving from the outside. Franco trying to cut off the ring. Left hook off the mark. Stepping straight punches from Sweeney. Franco resetting on the duck under. Closing stages, round number 2. 10-second clack acknowledged by Brian Miner.
And Franco was having a lot of difficulty landing that right hand. The jabs are working. He's not been able to land the right.
There is the bell. Next stop, round 3. Knuckle up from Brian Miner. Right to it, right to the jab from Rico Franco.
And you can already see Sweeney starting to step up his aggressiveness already.
Sweeney to the inside. Now it's Sweeney cutting off the ring. Franco on his back foot. Time called by Brian Miner. Mouthpiece out, no histrionics. Mouthpiece right back in. I think we do mouthpieces the MMA way, not the boxing way here in bare knuckle. On the left hook, big right hand. Sweeney definitely turning up the temperature here in round number 3. Swing and a miss with the left hand from Franco.
And Franco talked about having the advantage in the clinch. That really hasn't been the case so far.
Go back to our fighter meeting. Jimmy Sweeney said, I will win rounds 1 and 2 on points. Round 3, I will turn up the aggression. He has done that. Early stages of round number 3. Jab to the body from Franco. Step in from Jimmy Sweeney, resetting in the center circle. Sweeney back to the jab, double jab. Duck under from Franco, on the turn. Entry right hook, rear right uppercut. Clever created from Jimmy Sweeney. Franco now circling out. 50 seconds remaining, round 3.
Sweeney just in stalk mode at this point. Just continue to come forward, pushing his opponent backwards.
Low blow, time called by Brian Miner.
And Franco, it appeared to me early, was trying to set a pace that Sweeney would not be able to deal with. It doesn't seem like the case.
Franco has up to 5 minutes to recover. He takes about 5 seconds, time in. Left hand from Sweeney on the restart. On the flurry from Jimmy Sweeney. Stiff jab from Rico Franco. Sweeney, left hand, ruled a slip by Brian Miner immediately. Sweeney almost running to the mid-range. Double jab. Franco trying to time his jab. Jab hook.
Just a lot of punches from all angles coming from Sweeney. He shows he is a veteran.
Franco on the step in right hand. Final seconds, round number 3. Big left hand. There is the bell. We move to round number 4.
You can just see the difference in these guys' level. These guys are both high-level fighters. It's just such a different flow when you have 2 guys of this magnitude showing. It's so technical, so crisp, so clean with every shot, such good defense, and such a good ability to take a shot. Just a little right hand knocked the mouthpiece out of Franco. Very fast, accurate hands for Sweeney to this point. Sweeney throwing the left hand. Landing, like I said, he's not throwing with a lot of power at this point, but he's throwing a lot of shots and they're landing.
Chris, I am a massive fan of bare-knuckle from the 1800s under the London prize ring rules. That sport was not about aggression, it was about precision in the 1800s. I think Rico Franco and Jimmy Sweeney would have both been champions in that era. They are technicians, they are all about precision. Round number 4. To the jab. Franco on his back foot, Sweeney on his right foot, left hand, and that drops Jimmy Sweeney.
Oh, the way he fell, he jumped up quick, but he might want to be careful.
There's the mandatory 8 count, given to Sweeney by Brian Miner.
It looks like his legs are back at this point, but he's still got to be very careful.
There's a flipping left hook on the turn from Franco that drops Sweeney. Sweeney softly protested the knockdown to Brian Miner to no avail. On the left hand, blood flowing freely. Sweeney's cut outside of his left eye.
Sweeney has got to get that back. In a very close fight, that can mean everything.
The left hand. Sweeney shuffling his feet to the mid-range, nearing the hips of Rico Franco. Franco on the jab, right hand. To the inside. High striking guard for Franco, trying to turn out. There's the left hand from Sweeney. Sweeney off the canvas in full stock mode now.
He has to be. He knows that Franco's going to try and run and move the entire time and let's win this round 10-8.
Right uppercut. Goes circling out again, right hand. Big right hand, counter left hand. Long jab, hook jab from Sweeney and the reply from Franco. Right hand step in again from Jimmy Sweeney. Sweeney's having some of his best moments of the fight, Chris. Ironically, since he has come off of the canvas, dropped by Franco here in round 3. There's the lead hook from Jimmy Sweeney. Final seconds, round number 4. Franco continuing to wipe the blood away from both eyes.
So like you said, unfortunately, he's probably going to lose this round 10-8.
Off the jab, the push. We move to the 5th and final round.
Like you were saying there, Sean, some of his best moments for Sweeney, landed massive shots, but he lost that round 10-8. That's going to be a huge factor in this fight. Just coming in with a hard punch, hit with the hook. The way he fell, arm caught underneath him. I thought maybe he was a little bit more hurt, but watching the replay, no, he just fell funny. So you know at this point, Sweeney is going to come out fully aggressive, trying to put his opponent down and make sure there's no question who wins this fight. He's going to try and win it right now.
Our colleague and friend, Brian Sosha, telling this sold-out crowd here in Florence, Italy, that we have reached the 5th and final round of our co-main event. The winner becomes the first ever BKFC European 165-pound titleist. Rico Franco versus Jimmy Sweeney, their trilogy bout. 5th and final round we go. Double jab from Franco off his back foot, lateral movement. Full pressure from Sweeney, just missing with the right hand. On the reset, right hand again from Sweeney, just off the mark. Good pull from Franco. On the jab, hook from Jimmy Sweeney. Shuffle hook off the mark from Franco. Overhand right, double overhand right.
Don't see that too often, Sean.
Jab hook again from Jimmy Sweeney. Sweeney on the right hand. That dislodged the mouthpiece of Rico Franco. Mouthpiece right back in. Right back to it. And the right hand, bigger swings from Jimmy Sweeney. Continues to flow freely. The cut, the corner of Jimmy Sweeney's left eye.
Doesn't seem to deter him at all. He's coming forward. Knows he has to land some significant shots in this round.
The right uppercut's previous sequence, then the left hook. Big left hand lands from Sweeney on that entry. Deep swelling in and around both of Franco's eyes. Another big right hand from Sweeney, turning that over. And again, the mouthpiece out. On the left hook, jab to the body. Overhand right misses from Sweeney. Franco looking to counter. 25 seconds remaining in this fight. left hand. Now Franco coming forward. Sweeney with his back against the ropes. Franco framing in the clinch. Side headlock separation from Brian Miner. Duck under from Franco of the right hand of Jimmy Sweeney. Right hand, last counter, left hand. Both fighters landing in that sequence. Right hand, left hand. Into the clinch. The bell. That is the end of a phenomenal co-main event between two true world-class bare-knuckle fighters.
So there's a possibility this could end in the draw. I thought that Sweeney did a lot in those last 2 rounds. If he won one of those first 3 rounds, I think that would be a draw, and they go to another 6 and final round. We have one more round.
So this has been ruled a draw. We don't know if it's unanimous, split, or majority draw. That's semantics. It doesn't matter. All that matters, this fight will now be settled with the 6th and final round. To the overtime round we go. RICO Franco versus Jimmy Sweeney. The trilogy continues.
And who has the juice to come out and put it on the line and land more shots here in this last round?
1 round, winner take all. Check left hook from Jimmy Sweeney. On the jab. Left hook, left hand. The fighters have turned up the temperature noticeably from round 5. Here in the overtime round, round 6.
This is just where round 5 left off.
On the right hand, double right hand from Sweeney. Step in again, counter from RICO. Franco on the right hand. Franco to the inside. Chest to chest, heavy pressure. Deep swelling on Sweeney's left eye as he lands the left hook. Franco on the inside, right hand, left hook. Right hand, both fighters showing their skill, showing their creativity, their power with the right hand of RICO Franco.
Franco coming with hard shots.
Franco again to the inside, 60 seconds remaining in this fight.
And that was one of the best little flurries we've seen from Franco.
Good jab off the mark from Sweeney, long jab off the mark from Franco. Explosion into the clinch.
So there's still anyone's fight. The last 30 seconds could decide it.
Over the head-to-head chancery, separation from Brian Miner.
Oh, good right hand from Franco. That was a powerful right hand.
On to stepping. Left hook. Sweeney shuffling his feet. Feet step from Franco. Sweeney on the left hand. Franco trying to time the right hand to the body, to the head. Left hook, RICO Franco.
Franco really trying to step it up here, trying to get that one last shot. Let go. Let go.
Defensive clinch from Jimmy Sweeney. Franco forward on the left hand, right hand. Half-time glove snatched by RICO Franco. Franco right hands to the body. To the bell. Now that is the end of the fight.
Great job by both fighters. I really felt like Franco did great work down the stretch.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a round of applause for these 2 warriors. This trilogy has completed the scheduled 5 championship rounds and 1 overtime round, with our judges at ringside coming to a unanimous decision, and your inaugural BKFC European Welterweight Champion, RICO Franco!
So under the unified rules of bare-knuckle fighting, if a fight goes to the overtime round, that is a winner-take-all round. It does not matter the scores before. So a draw through 5 rounds, and then the 3 judges all scoring the 6th round, the overtime round, 10-9 for RICO Franco. Full credit to Sweeney, full credit to Franco. The winner by way of unanimous decision in the overtime round, RICO Franco defeats Jimmy Sweeney.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
It's always crazy. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, May 30th, it's Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship with high stakes and a superstar debut. In the main event, everything's on the line when the BRUM bomber Connor Tierney clashes with RICO Franco for the Interim Welterweight Championship of the world. In the co-main event, Darren the Gorilla Till makes his long-awaited bare-knuckle fighting debut against Aaron the Joker Chalmers. For more info on how to watch history unfold live, go to bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
Identical here with the reach being both 72. Do have a slight 2-inch height advantage for Connor Tierney. A little bit bigger fist size for Christie. Very similar for this tail to take, so nobody with the advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the BKFC UK Welterweight Championship. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Regulated by the ISKA UK. Ringside supervisor in attendance, Paul Nichols. Our timekeeper, Arlo Nichols. The 3 judges scoring our championship main event: Matt Griffin, Tony Crooks, Jane Withington. And the third man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Alan Jackson. And now, with our BKFC fans watching live worldwide on the BKFC app and Fubo TV from the sold-out BP Pulse Live. Fight fans of Birmingham, let's knuckle up! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears blue and gray. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, an even 165 pounds. His overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 5 victories opposite 2 defeats. He is the former BKFC UK Cruiserweight and Light Heavyweight Champion and a former BKFC World Middleweight Title Challenger. Fighting out of Carlisle, England. Here is Danny the Bastard Christie. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black and blue. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, an even 164 pounds. His overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 8 victories opposite 3 defeats. He is your reigning, defending BKFC UK Welterweight Champion and the fighting pride of Birmingham, Connor, the Brumtown Bomber, Tierney.
Phenomenal atmosphere here at BP Pulse Live in Birmingham, England. The champion Connor Tierney, the challenger Danny Christie to the BKFC UK Welterweight title. Both fighters up to scratch. Round number 1. Black and blue trunks for the champion, Connor Tierney. Gray and blue trunks for the challenger, Danny Christie. Tierney by design immediately taking himself to the outside. Stalking pressure early from the center circle for Danny Christie. Tierney feigning with the body jab. Lowering his stance, Danny Christie to the inside comes Connor Tierney. Tierney trying to manipulate the left elbow in the clinch of Danny Christie. Big uppercut from Connor Tierney. Now big right hands from Danny Christie. Tight tie plug from Connor Tierney. Relentless hard shots. Heavy, there's the duck under from Christie. Tierney heavy on the volume. Connor Tierney, hard shots to the inside. Left hand, right hand. Big shot, there's the counter left from Christie. Tierney back to the inside.
Tierney just too fast for his opponent so far. But he's got to be careful. He's doing exactly what I told him not to. He cannot get greedy. He'll sit there and trade. He might get caught with one of those shots.
Christie trying to time the right uppercut. Explosive start to our main event title fight for the champion Connor Tierney, right hand. Christie trying to settle into the clinch. Driving pressure from Tierney. There's the separation from Alan Jackson. 40 seconds remaining, round one.
You can already see the blood is already giving Christie some problems.
Right hand.
Continually wiping away the blood.
Feint on the jab from Tierney. Tierney momentarily to southpaw, back to orthodox. Getting late here in round number one. 15 seconds remaining in the opening round. Left hook sweeping from Tierney. Tierney staying fluid on the outside. Christie trying to mirror the hips. Christie looking for the entry. Big right hand from Christie.
Wow.
Just before the bell. That ends round number one.
Best punch landed for Christie right there at the end, and it wobbled Tierney. You know the corner of Tierney, so you got to watch out for those big punches, those wild shots. Here's a good work being done. Look at those body shots. At one point, you can see Christie lifting up his left leg, and he did not like those body shots he was receiving.
Our crafted replay presented by Ford Irish Stout.
The very end of that, clean right hand.
Round number two. Christie immediately forward. Tierney immediately by design on his bike. Overhand left from Christie. Tierney to the inside, right uppercut from Danny Christie. Tierney the step in right hand.
Just look how he ducks under, gets out of the way, gets out of range.
Step in right hand again, double left hook from Tierney. That was slick.
And this is where he's at his best, moving, making you pay, but not being greedy, just sitting and trading with you.
Christie to the inside, you see the framing out of Connor Tierney, now right hands. Tierney from the half tie plug. Left hands landed from Christie, right hands landed from Connor Tierney. Tierney to the body. Tierney heavy on the grip. Big left hands to the head from Danny Christie, now right hands. More rights to the body from Connor Tierney.
Great body work by Tierney, he's really doing damage.
Relentless body shots, now head shots from Tierney, the push away. Christie taking those punches exceedingly well. 55 seconds remaining, round number two.
You can tell Christie did not like those body shots he was eating. That will slow you down quicker than anything else.
Tierney trying to work to the half-tie plumb. Step away right hand on the exit for Danny Christie.
And if Christie slows down just a little bit, it's going to be target practice for Connor Tierney.
Left hook getting through. Christie now cut in his right brow. Half jab, half feint. Tierney circling out. Right hand. Smear of blood across the face of Danny Christie. See the slight swelling under Tierney's left eye. 10-second clack. Step in right hand again. Chris, that punch is there for Connor Tierney. Mouthpiece out. Momentarily time called by Alan Jackson. Time in. Slightly elongated round number two. Now, there is the bell.
Sean, I really feel like a lot of those right hands of the body, clean punches that were landed from Tierney, they have slowed Christie down noticeably. And if he slows down just a little bit against a guy like Conor Tierney, he's going to be a punching bag. You think being the guy coming down from weight inside, this would be his limit. Look at those right hands in the body. Those are painful, and those are devastating, Sean. Those were the best thing I've seen Conor Tierney land in this fight. Christie tried to come back with his own punches, but they weren't landing quite as effective as Conor Tierney. Those were deep punches. They do so much damage, it slows you down. You can't be slow against a guy like Conor Tierney.
First up to scratch to start round number 3, Conor Tierney. Now up to scratch, Danny Christie. See the sportsmanship, the respect continues, the touch of hands. Now round number 3, Tierney immediately to the active jab. Check left hook from Christie. Christie to the body. Christie lowering his stance, looking for the entry. Tierney flowing in and out, left hook not getting through, right hand.
You see a sense of urgency right now for Christie. He's wanting to throw a lot of very hard punches. He has to change the tide. He knows he's getting tired. He's got to go out there and make some hard shots.
Right hand, left uppercut. There's a left hand lands from Christie. Left hand again from Danny Christie. Tierney resetting. Tierney to the body, right uppercut. See the volume from Conor Tierney to the head of Danny Christie.
He's smart. He'll go to the body a couple more times and really take it all out of Christie.
The speed of Conor Tierney exploding to the head of Christie. The speed, the power right back from Danny Christie on that right uppercut.
I like how Conor Tierney, when he's punching, he's getting out of the way immediately, he's moving.
Christie momentarily paused, saying that his mouthpiece is out. And that's great sportsmanship from Conor Tierney. He did not have to stop.
I mean, he's pointing this out. You have to keep fighting. You got to wait for the referee. You can't just say, hey, my mouthpiece is out.
40 seconds remaining, round number 3. Entry rear right uppercut for Conor Tierney. Tierney starting to open up with the combinations to the head of Danny Christie. There's the left hand from Christie in reply. To the body in reply, right back. Countering the counter is Conor Tierney. Christie readjusting his mouthpiece. Step in jab from Conor Tierney. Step in left hand, that landed flush.
Great punch. Man, Tierney just took that like a champ. He's got to be careful.
Christie landing effective, closing stages round 3. The volume piling up here in the 3rd round for Conor Tierney. Jab from Christie. Both fighters having their moments in this round. In this fight, we move to the 4th round.
Christie's face is a wreck at this point. Tierney's got to be careful not to get hit with any of these wild shots. They're not really wild, but powerful shots that Christie throws. And man, it's just, you have to feel like Conor Tierney is in control in this fight. He's got to be very careful not to get hit with anything that's going to come. Cutmen have their work cut out for them at this point.
These are 2 phenomenal, pedigreed, talented, and fully established bare-knuckle fighters. Here we go with round number 4, our main event. The fight for the BKFC United Kingdom Welterweight title. The champion Conor Tierney versus Danny Christie. Round number 4 underway. Immediately to the jab goes Christie. Immediately fluid to the outside goes Tierney to step in. There's the combination again from Tierney. Straight right hand from Christie.
And Sean, you have to like it. Both these guys are doing exactly what they normally do.
Time called by referee Alan Jackson. The issue is the wrap on the right hand of Conor Tierney.
And about what I was saying, I mean, Christie coming forward, trying to apply pressure. Conor Tierney moving, being evasive and hard to hit. It's what they do and do best. That's what got them to this point. Very hard to adapt and change once this is your style. That's all you know how to do.
This fight has just been stopped by Alan Jackson. Tierney.
That was strange, Sean. Usually they have the doctor check it out.
Almost surrealistic, Chris. We had the timeout called because of the errant wrap for Connor Tierney. That was addressed successfully. Time in, and then immediately Alan Jackson turned to Danny Christie and stopped this fight. But no protestations from Danny Christie in defeat.
I mean, he knew he was in a bad situation at that point. It was just strange the way it played out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner steps in, calling a stop to our championship fight at 14 seconds into round number 4. For your winner by TKO and still BKFC UK Welterweight Champion, Connor the BRUM Bomber Tierney.
And coming one step closer to the BKFC title is Connor Tierney, and he shows why he's so good, because he does exactly what we talk about. Hit and don't get hit, good movement, good power, good elusiveness. This guy's just good all around.
Clarification from Jeff Houston. Danny Christie did not protest that stoppage by referee Alan Jackson because Jackson did not stop the fight. It was Christie's corner who stopped the fight. They alerted Alan Jackson. They wanted Danny Christie out. That's great refereeing from Alan Jackson, not arguing. That is the fight. The volume, the range control throughout. Credit to Danny Christie in defeat, and full credit, full marks indeed in victory to Connor Tierney. The winner by way of 4th round TKO, Connor Tierney defeats Danny Christie.
Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up. Feel like $1 million. They call Birmingham the workshop of the world, a city built by workers, forged by industry, and fueled by grit. Tonight, that same fighting spirit fills the Utilita Arena as Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to England. And folks, right out of the gate, our BKFC 90 Freeview 3 scraps to get the blood pumping and spilling. Even a heavyweight clash in the Freeview, 100% on the house. And this main card is money. High-octane matchups, including 2 guaranteed bangers between George Thorpe and Lee Cahoon, and the cruiserweight bout between the White Mike Tyson, John Phillips, and the Cockroach, Ryan Barrett. Let's go. In our co-main event, the eyes of the combat sports world are locked on this matchup. After years of anticipation, Darren the Gorilla Till has signed the contract to compete in the baddest sport on the planet. His first time out, 2-0. Aaron Chalmers, who is just dying to spoil Till's grand plans for a BKFC takeover. And in the main event, 2 of the best welterweights in the world, 2 Brits, meet in the rematch for the biggest prize of them all, the Interim Welterweight Championship of the world. UK champ Connor Tierney is the hometown hero, who in their last matchup was on the wrong side of a knockout. European champ RICO Franco seems the most locked in he's ever been in his career, looking to repeat that last outcome and become the welterweight king. And welcome in to the Utilita Arena here in Brumtown. And yes, the energy is palpable all throughout this city as they know that the biggest and baddest show is right here at the Utilita Arena, folks. So many incredible fighters from this area, of course, in the main event, one of their own, Connor Tierney. And guys, we have seen so many incredible events here in the UK, countless events. And then I go back and I think about some of those incredible main events like MVP and Mike Perry in London. Or how about Franco Tenaglia, an incredible matchup there. And then it was, of course, Connor Tierney doing his thing right here in Birmingham against Danny Christie. That was the last time we were here in Birmingham, but we are back. And guys, this one is going to be our biggest and baddest ever. I mean, just being at the press conference, being at the weigh-ins, you definitely got a feeling there. Now, one of our newest partners here in the BKFC is our good friends at RainBet. To take a closer look at the odds, let's welcome in Ian Parker.
What's up, BKFC fans? I'm Ian Parker with BKFC Bets, and let's take a look at the best bets for BKFC 90, brought to you by RainBet, live in Birmingham, UK. In the cruiserweight bout, we have John Phillips versus Ryan Barrett. Phillips is a 4-1 favorite here, and it makes complete sense. He is built for bare knuckle, never been knocked out in his career, fighting Ryan Barrett, one half of the Witchcocks, who has not fought someone with the experience, power, or durability of Phillips. Gimme Phillips here. The odds are a little high. If you can get a knockout, go for it. If not, we're gonna throw him in our parlay. In the co-main event, we have a light heavyweight matchup, and this is a special one because we have the debut of the Gorilla Darren Till, who is set on becoming the new face of violence for the Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship, fighting 2-0 Aaron Chalmers, coming off back-to-back knockouts, and who's looking to shock the world as a plus 550 underdog. Now, Till is a minus 1250. Cannot bet that straight, but we are going to make him a big part of our parlay and get whatever value we can. However, if you want to take an over-under here, with Till wanting to become the king of violence, go under 1.5 rounds. In the main event, we have the BKFC UK welterweight champ Connor Tierney taking on the BKFC EU welterweight champ in RICO Franco. This is a rematch 7 years in the making for this main event, where the welterweight title will be on the line. In the first bout, RICO Franco won by knockout. However, with 7 years going by, experience now added to it, I believe the better striker, better boxer at this point in time is Connor Tierney. Give me Tierney at a minus 153 to win the belt and become the new welterweight champ.
Well, big shout out to Ian Parker. Big shout out to RainBet. Great to have them on the team, and things did boil over in that main event weigh-in. It was insane yesterday right there at St. Andrews as Connor Tierney and RICO Franco had to be pulled apart. That matchup, incredible. And then, of course, the whole world wondering, is Darren Till cut out for this? You know, it's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to throw back and forth with Mike Perry. It's a whole nother thing to actually take those gloves off and perform. And many have said they were going to do it, and many have failed. So with that being said, let's go ringside to our commentary team of Sean Wheelock and Chris Lytle. 24 MMA bouts, 3 boxing bouts. But gentlemen, is Darren Till ready for the alien of combat sports, BKFC?
Cyrus, that question looming large tonight here in the West Midlands. Darren Till, a UFC welterweight title challenger, Chris, tonight making his BKFC debut at light heavyweight versus Aaron Chalmers, who is 2-0 in BKFC.
Yeah, Sean, I think it's a great idea for him going up in weight the way he has. Going to be much easier on his body. He's still going to have that power. He's still going to have the quickness. Going up in a weight class with nothing but help. You can see as a boxer, you don't need that heaviness. You don't need like a takedown. You want to have full power. He's displayed it in his boxing. He wants to show that in his bare knuckle. Have to be more precise, more perfect, but going up in weight is going to help him. But he has fought at the top level in boxing, in MMA, at the highest. And now he's here to take off the gloves, see if he has what it takes to make it in this sport. Sean, he's got a tough fight. Chalmers has experience to fight, and this guy, you know, people think he's a reality star. This guy can fight. So it's going to be a good first start for Darren Till. Let's see if he has what it takes to make it to be the next face of the BKFC.
Our main event, this is a rematch this time. It is for the BKFC Interim 165-pound title. Connor Tierney fighting here in his home city of Birmingham versus RICO Franco, who won the first time around when these two fought here in England in March 2019. That was by first-round knockout.
And Sean, this is amazing to me because, in my opinion, the 165-pound weight class is the toughest at all BKFC, and these two guys are two of the top guys we have at this weight class. They're fighting for the whole title, not just for the British, not just for the European, for all BKFC. They live a couple hours away. This is going to be an amazing fight. I mean, tensions are high. Like you said, the first time they fought, bad blood still. It spilled over in the weigh-ins. I cannot wait for the night. This crowd's going to be rocking.
Alp Nicotine Pouches brings you the unified rules of bare-knuckle fighting, administered this evening by the ISKA and by the Wyoming Athletic Commission. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight with the fight in the lightweight division. Nathan Leeson versus Stevie Davenport. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Okay, Sean, you can see Leeson 3 inches taller, but it's that 5-inch reach advantage I like. We know he wants to stay long as Leeson, stay outside, dictate the pace of range. He's a very skilled boxer. He has to utilize that reach.
Stevie Davenport, set for his BKFC debut. The fighter from Portsmouth, England, entering 4-0 in the sport of bare knuckle. All 4 of those victories inside of 2 rounds. Stevie Davenport told us in our fighter meeting, I'm going to keep seizing openings created through my very heavy pressure.
He has to utilize that head movement to get inside. Once he jab the body, get in. He does not want to stay long in this fight. Get inside, bust his opponent up, high volume the entire night.
Davenport also told us, constant level changes. I will work to the pocket off of my jab. Of his opponent, Nathan Leeson, in this lightweight bout, Davenport said, I definitely respect his bare knuckle experience. I believe Davenport said Nathan Leeson will try to slow me down on the outside and on the inside.
Wants to get in pressure with body size. The one thing he said that I really like, he said he wants to catch his opponent trying to kick. And how he does, he's going to anticipate where his opponent's going to go. He's going to cut him off and he's going to make him pay.
Davenport said, it is imperative that I control the tempo. I cannot allow Nathan Leeson to control the very slow tempo that he desires in this fight. Nathan Leeson, a major star in the sport of bare knuckle here in his native England. The fighter from Northampton now making his promotional BKFC debut. Leeson enters overall with a record of 8-1-2 in bare knuckle. Before that, he had 15 amateur boxing bouts. Nathan Leeson told us in our fighter meeting, I'm going to utilize excellent movement to avoid taking clean punches throughout, slips and rolls rather than blocks.
Stick and moves, no straight punches. Wants to stay long early, will get inside eventually, but he feels like he has a much better fight IQ and he's going to throw very accurate punches.
Leeson said, I will work off of the jab, I will have smart counters, I will keep landing my 1-2.
Feels like his experience is going to be everything in this fight, Sean. Feels like his opponent hasn't had enough rounds in bare knuckle. He's going to teach him today.
BKFC 90 from Birmingham, England. To get us started, we send it to the always outstanding Jim Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome one and all to the Utilita Arena here in Birmingham, England. And tonight we welcome you to the most violent 2 minutes in combat sports where one punch can change the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BKFC 90. BKFC Freeview begins tonight with 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC lightweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up. Feel like $1,000,000. Introducing to you first. Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black trimmed in white and gold. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight, 154.4 pounds. His overall bare-knuckle fighting record stands undefeated at 4-0, and tonight makes his official BKFC debut. Fighting out of Portsmouth, England, here is Stevie Davenport. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and green. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 154.6 pounds. His bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 8 victories opposite a single defeat with 2 fights even. And tonight he toes the line for the very first time in the BKFC squared circle. Fighting out of Northampton, England, here is Nathan Too Slick Leeson. And our referee in charge of the action, Owen Doyle.
Nathan Leeson told us, I will keep working off of the back foot. My focus is on accuracy over power. Round number 1. Black trunks for Stevie Davenport, white trunks for Nathan Leeson. Immediately into the clinch, you see the underhook and the turnout from Leeson. There's the naked right hand. Heavy pressure, true to his word from our fighter meeting, is Stevie Davenport playing out immediately, Chris, in round 1.
I don't like the way Leeson, I feel like his chin's getting very high. He needs to touch that.
See the leaping left hook from Stevie Davenport. There's the jab, double jab, triple jab from Nathan Leeson. Check hook. Left hand off the mark from Davenport.
Exactly what Leeson needs to do. Make his opponent pay the entire time. Continue to land those jabs, but he's got to duck that chin.
Heavy pressure continually from Stevie Davenport. There's the double left hand from Nathan Leeson.
Davenport doesn't look like he likes to get out of the way of punches.
Swing and a miss with the right hand from Stevie Davenport. You see the jab and move from Nathan Leeson. Leeson on the outside. High tight striking guard coming forward again to the mid-range Stevie Davenport. Poured off of the jab. Leeson feeling very comfortable keeping his hands down by design.
Hands down and chin up.
There's the long jab from Davenport again to the inside. Double-handed push away from Nathan Leeson. Fight on from the Irish referee Owen Doyle.
Davenport has got to be careful. His face is already starting to get busted up because it looks like there's a magnet from the face to the hand.
50 seconds remaining, round number 1. We're in the lightweight division. The first of 12 fights here, BKFC 90 from Birmingham, England.
And you can see the comfortability of Leeson. He can just keep his hands down, get his head just out of the way.
Short right hand getting through from Leeson. Smear of blood around the right eye of Stevie Davenport. Now 25 seconds remaining, round number 1. Left hand again from Leeson. Another jab from Nathan Leeson. See the lateral movement from Leeson. Again, his hands low by design, trying to bait in Davenport off of his pressure and then counter. Late here in round number 1. Davenport from the center circle. Hands still high and tight. Mouthpiece out. Recognized by referee Owen Doyle. Mouthpiece right back in.
Box.
The bell, that ends round number 1.
Davenport, he needs to really focus on his defense. He needs to focus on the fact that his opponent's chin is up.
And then go.
Jab his way in and throw those overhands and hit him right on the chin. Some of the counters being thrown by Lisa. Just getting in the way enough to make sure he doesn't get hit with a clean shot, as Lisa doing a good job. Continuing to land counters, as you can see, has his hands down. Very comfortable with not getting hit, just out of range.
Meet him with that jab. A bit quicker to meet that jab and move on. Don't get drawn into nothing. Stick to what he's doing, beautiful. He's deflating. He's got to try and capture. Stick to 1s and 2s. I don't want any flashy combos. You're doing everything right. Just meet him a bit quicker.
Used to getting in, landing those powerful shots, getting quick knockouts. Let's see if he can adjust in between rounds.
Knock it up. Round 2. As he did to start round number 1. Stevie Davenport fast up and starts the right hand. Nearly to the canvas is Nathan Leeson. He hit the bottom rope, and that's ruled as a knockdown by referee Owen Doyle. Here comes the mandatory 8 count.
8. You okay? Step to me. Knock it up.
Right back to it from Stevie Davenport. Cut under his right eye in round number 1.
Davenport's coming with heavy aggression at this point.
Mouthpiece out again. Davenport taking care of his own mouthpiece. Right back in. Right uppercut lands from Leeson. Didn't touch the canvas, but he touched the bottom rope. That's why it was ruled a knockdown, correctly so by Owen Doyle. Undaunted, undeterred, Nathan Leeson. Leeson again, staying slick as he was in round number 1 with that lead left hand from Orthodox. There's the counter 2 from Orthodox as well from Stevie Davenport on the left hand. Davenport now cut in his right brow.
And Leeson just touching his opponent, not throwing powerful shots, just looking to keep touching, landing those knuckles against the face, trying to get those cuts bigger, wider, and ready to stop the fight.
Short left hand from Leeson, a lot of blood in and around the right eye of Stevie Davenport.
Great head movement shown by Leeson.
Time called by referee Owen Doyle. This is a medical assessment timeout.
Don't touch it. Good, yeah. Solid shots, now. Sharp enough. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't through it.
You see the cut in the right lid. Stevie Davenport, medical clearance. Right back to it. Late here in round number 2, there's the right hand. Swing and a miss right back with the right hand from Davenport. From the center circle, Nathan Leeson, 30 seconds remaining round 2. Davenport now through from the center circle. On the left hand from Leeson.
Keep the gum shield in. Knock it off.
There's the up left hand, that up jab from Orthodox from Nathan Leeson. Leeson showing a lot of creativity in his punch selection and angles, Chris.
And Leeson just keeps touching his opponent, like I said, Sean. He's not really worried about knocking him out. He's worried about cutting him open all night long. He just keeps touching him.
Interesting on this round number 2 because Leeson getting the better of things, but Davenport getting the knockdown. We go to round 3.
In the face of Davenport is a wreck at this point. He has to start moving his head. He's got to start making sure he doesn't keep getting touched. He's got to land some powerful shots. See the knockdown. Like it was just a little loss of balance, to be honest with you. It didn't like Leeson was hurt at all. Another good punch being landed by Davenport, but more just Leeson leaning back, trying to be very evasive and elusive.
Under the unified rules of bare-knuckle fighting scoring criteria, if only one knockdown is recorded, the fighter who records that knockdown must win the round. Now, the question for the 3 ISKA assigned judges here ringside in Birmingham, England, is that 10-9 or 10-8 Stevie Davenport?
And that'll be interesting to see the scorecards afterwards.
Knock it up! Round 3.
As usual, Davenport's coming out aggressive.
This is the first time now in 5 bare-knuckle fights that Stevie Davenport has seen a round 3. He entered 4-0. All 4 of those wins inside of 2 rounds. You see the creativity with the left hand. The excellent movement from Nathan Leeson. The excellent forward pressure continues from Stevie Davenport. Two contrasting styles, contrasting philosophies. 1-2, and the two lands to the body from Davenport. Jab right back from Leeson. 80 seconds remaining, round 3. Again, the left hand getting through from Nathan Leeson.
And mouthpiece still falling out from Davenport.
Deep swelling now under Davenport's left eye. Blood continues to flow in and around Davenport's right eye.
Just the slickness, the good boxing of Leeson, just continuing to try and move circles around his opponent.
Leeson now coming forward. Davenport trying the jab to the body. Swing and a miss with the right hand. There's the right hand from Davenport. Leeson resetting his feet.
Another good right hand by Leeson as well.
Leeson now cut corner of his left eye. Right hand from Nathan Leeson. 1-2 right back from Stevie Davenport. 35 seconds remaining, round 3 of this lightweight bout. See the parry. Stevie Davenport trying to catch and return, just misses with that too.
You can just see who's throwing the more powerful shots. Davenport really trying to throw hard. Leeson just trying to touch his opponent.
There's the jab, right hand, and again, third time. Stevie Davenport loses his mouthpiece.
And how many times is the referee going to let that happen before he starts taking the point?
It's the responsibility of the fighter to keep in their mouthpiece. Doesn't matter if it's punched out and falls out or it's spat out. It is that fighter's responsibility. Owen Doyle, a very brief conversation with Stevie Davenport, telling him, mind your mouthpiece and perhaps your gum shield. If we are in England, we go to round 3.
And as usual, on cue, at the end of the round, Leeson walks back and sits down. Davenport comes, blood splattering all over the place. Once again, not trying to land power shots. Very often, occasionally throwing a good hard right hand. As you see, Leeson just being so slick, so smart, avoiding these powerful shots and countering. The name of the game is hit and don't get hit. Leeson doing it very well. Davenport doing a good job of trying to apply pressure. He's got one knockdown shot, but he's going to need more. He's going to have to utilize a little bit better defense. He can't just let his opponent keep touching his face.
High tempo. 4th round now. High tempo. Faster than they were on the first.
The left eye of Davenport really started to become a problem.
Knock it up.
Owen Doyle starts round number 4. Ford steps forward with the left hand to the body. There's the up jab from Nathan Leeson. Chris, continually we have seen that creativity with Leeson's lead left hand from orthodox throughout this fight. So really deep swelling in and around Stevie Davenport's left eye.
Like I'm saying, so it's only a matter of time who can't see out of that left eye. It's going to be a huge problem if he doesn't do something different.
Jab to the body from Leeson.
Davenport has to start working his way and really trying to land some powerful shots. He can't just sit out, stand in position and get hit.
And the turn right hand right back to it from referee Owen Doyle. Fighters from the center circle. 1:15 remaining, round 4.
The problem is Leeson's so good with that head movement. Just get in, throw some straights to the body, work your way in, and try and throw some hooks upstairs. But he has to move inside.
Fast jab again from Nathan Leeson. There's the right hand. The left hand again from Leeson.
It's very tactical from Leeson, just trying to take exactly what your opponent's giving you, stay out of the way, defend yourself, and counter.
Davenport again adjusting his mouthpiece. Naked right hand from Leeson. Davenport to the inside, right hand on the exit. That's something that Davenport talked to us about in our fighter meeting, landing on the exits of Leeson. To the jab, to the 1 goes Nathan Leeson. Here comes another medical timeout. Second ordered by referee Owen Doyle of this fight. Again, the assessment of Stevie Davenport. This fight is over, and victory in his BKFC debut for Nathan Leeson.
And once again, Leeson did a masterful job of not trying to throw too hard, just landed punches, had great defense, avoided his opponent's onslaught of powerful shots, and just continued to tactically pick his opponent apart.
Stevie Davenport Entering this his BKFC debut, 4-0 in the sport of bare knuckle. All 4 of those wins by way of finish inside of 2 rounds. But Nathan Leeson, a true superstar in the sport of bare knuckle, here in the ancestral home of bare knuckle fighting, and indeed before that bare knuckle boxing, England. Leeson now 9 bare knuckle wins, and he is 1-0 in BKFC, and that was masterclass technically, Chris, from Nathan Leeson.
You can see why he's had 9 wins with only 1 loss. Just extremely good eyes. He can see everything coming. Good movement. You talked about his movement. He was accurate. Got out of the way of punches. Every time his opponent tried to throw power shots, he moved and he fired back with his own shots. He did a great job.
Strong start off from scratch. Round number 1 for Stevie Davenport. In round number 2, Leeson did not hit the canvas, but he hit the bottom rope. Ruled correctly so as a knockdown by referee Owen Doyle. That proved to be the only knockdown of this fight. Really, from that moment, Nathan Leeson then took full control of the fight. He was outstanding the rest of round number 2. Through round number 3 and the medical stoppage in round number 4.
He didn't get worried when he got knocked down. He said, okay, remember the plan. I busted him up in the first round, keep busting him up in the second, third. Just kept touching his opponent. Didn't have to throw powerful shots, but did enough to damage his opponent to where they had to stop the fight. Great job.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the advice of our ringside physician, our referee in charge, Owen Doyle, calls a stop to the fight at 1 minute 29 seconds, round number 3. For your winner by TKO, Nathan "Too Slick" Leeson.
And you can see the skill, you can see the technique, you can see the masterful job that Leeson did. This guy has great potential, Sean.
In our fighter meeting, Nathan Leeson said, I want to utilize excellent movement to avoid taking clean punches, check. And he said, accuracy over power on my shots, check as well. Stevie Davenport gets the lone knockdown of the fight in round 2, but then Nathan Leeson dominates the rest of the way. The winner by way of 4th round TKO due to physician stoppage. Nathan Leeson defeats Stevie Davenport.
Friday, June 26th, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns. With another night of action you have to see to believe. In the main event, Cameron Jumpman Van Camp faces the explosive Gregoras Cisneros in a showdown built for violence. In the co-main event, destruction takes center stage when the boogeyman Arnold Boomaye Adams collides with Steve Panda Banks in an all-out battle for heavyweight supremacy. Watch it all live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Friday, June 19th, Nashville becomes Bashville. It's the debut of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship in Tennessee. Watch Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship OG Tony Loco Soto fight JC De Leon, a warrior hungry to build his name at Loco's expense. Plus, see rising sensation, the leader of the Rivera era, Nate Rivera, throw down bare knuckle style with the always ready Trey Martin. Watch the world's most exciting combat sport live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Heavyweights for you now. Łukasz Parobiec versus Kasim Salim. The numbers presented by RainBet.
Okay, Sean Salim, 3 inches taller, 10 pounds heavier, 4-inch reach advantage. Once you utilize that reach and stay outside, stay along, take the pace.
No sleep, move clean, come flash, like machine. No fear, no routine, no crew, no supreme. Fast lane, heat wave, every move, we brave. No talk, we pay. Trap line, we crave. Eyes low, focus deep.
From Scotland, Kasim Salim, now set for fight number 2 promotionally in BKFC. This will be Salim's 3rd bout overall in the sport of bare knuckle. He is 6-2 in his pro boxing career. Kasim Salim told us in our fighter meeting, I feel that I am very fast for a heavyweight. I am confident with the punching power I possess in both hands. I want to throw powerful jabs, hard left hooks.
He wants to stay long early, download information in the first round, see what his opponent's going to do. Thinks his opponent's going to try and get in and clinch. Wants to stop him from doing that by making him pay for trying to get in close.
Salim then told us if this fight goes beyond round number 1, I will start to work my way toward the mid-range. As this fight progresses, so will my aggression.
Really is excited about his cardio this time. Last time he took the fight on short notice, didn't get a full camp. Feels like he has his time. He's been training with Mick Terrell. Really feels like he's prepared.
Qasim Salim said, I cannot get stuck in the clinch of my opponent Łukasz Parobiec. I have to stay on the outside where I believe he will struggle with my speed.
And he wants to come out, make a statement win. He wants to get the KO.
No help, no need, every hope that bleed. Gladiator to ja, favorita moją. I kiedy wchodzę na ring, słyszysz tylko ogień i piorun. Nie cofnę się, bo ta walka to moja droga. Walita, walita.
From Poland, Łukasz Parobiec, set for fight number 1 in BKFC. This will be fight number 17 in the sport of bare knuckle overall across all promotions for Łukasz Parobiec. He's also had 28 pro MMA bouts, and Parobiec is 8-1 in pro kickboxing. Łukasz Parobiec told us in our fighter meeting, I believe that I most definitely possess knockout power in both hands. I'm going to just keep landing singular shots, perhaps an occasional 1-2. Parobiec said, for me, this is not about volume. This is about my punching power.
Sean, this guy really believes in his cardio. We talked about him having 16 bare knuckle fights. One of them lasted 33 minutes. He can fight a long time. Just feels like he has to come in, be smart this time, be patient, wait for his opportunities.
Back to the ring, and Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC Heavyweight Division. Presented to you by RainBet. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, an even 274 pounds. His overall bare knuckle fighting record stands at 1 victory opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Dumfries, Scotland, here is Qasim Salim. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 264.5 pounds. His overall veteran's bare knuckle fighting record stands at 16 fights, and tonight he makes his official BKFC debut. Fighting out of Franco, Poland, here is Łukasz the GOAT Parobiec. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Batcheldor.
Łukasz Parobiec told us, I believe in my durability, so much so that I will repeatedly and intentionally dip my head into the punches of Qasim Salim in an effort to hurt his hands.
Interesting thought, Sean.
Chris Batcheldor bringing both fighters up to scratch. Round number 1. Black and yellow trunks for the Pole, Łukasz Parobiec. Black trunks, gold tassels for the Scot, Qasim Salim. Parobiec said he would be patient. He's patient right now, but to the inside, heavy comes Qasim Salim in the guillotine position. Good refereeing from Chris Batcheldor coming in. Batcheldor telling Salim you cannot legally snatch that guillotine position. Parobiec, double left hand. On the left hook again from Łukasz Parobiec.
And that's the good punch for Parobiec, stepping outside the lead foot, throwing that straight left.
The left hand again from Łukasz Parobiec. Push away from Parobiec. Salim resetting in the center circle. 1:10 remaining, round number 1. Left hand again, did not fully land from Parobiec.
Parobiec really doing a good job of trying to land that punch.
Parobiec has a slight abrasion under his left eye. There's the big right hand from Qasim Salim. Another right hand. Salim heavy to the inside from the halftime low. Now goes Qasim Salim. Parobiec resetting.
Salim landed some good body shots in that exchange.
Heavy to the inside again comes Parobiec. He is now cut. just above the bridge of his nose. And again from Parobians.
Salim is a little heavier. I do like to see him try to push his opponent around, lean on him, wear him down a little bit.
Salim weighing in at 274.0. Parobians weighing in at 264.5. See that smear of blood on the forehead of Parobians.
Parobians is winging these shots. He's got to be careful. He could gas himself out.
Right hand, left hand. There's the heavy entry from Kasim Salim. Salim told us he did not want to get stuck in the clinch, but largely initiating the inside fighting in round number 1 is Kasim Salim. Final seconds of the opening round. There's the guillotine position from Parobians. There's the bell next up.
The Parobians already has a little cut on the top of his head. I'd be very careful trying to duck in and let my opponent hit that spot. You might hurt the guy's head, but might cut you open. The fight might be over. Here's Parobians trying to come in with those couple of left hands. Knocking Salim back. Just a good jab and a good right hand that knocked Parobians back. Stumbled him. Always a battle of the lead foot when you have a traditional fighter versus a southpaw. Whoever can step outside that lead foot has a straight right or straight left.
Come shoot. Thank you.
Right down the pipe. You know, land that, follow with the hook.
The fighters back up to scratch, round 2. Salim immediately taking himself backwards, and there's the left hand to the body from Łukasz Parobians. Salim momentarily in southpaw, switching back to ortho. Forward from southpaw comes the pull, Łukasz Parobians. Double left hand again from Parobians. Left hand once more. Left hand again to the body. Parobians throwing those naked twos. There's the right hand on the inside. Big swings from both fighters. Swinging a miss on the overhand left from Salim.
Both guys doing a good job of getting the head out of the way just enough, not keeping it on the center line.
Right hand on the exit from Parobians. Long jab from Salim on the entry. Holding the head chancery this time, Kasim Salim. No squeeze for the guillotine. On the restart from Chris Bachelor. Left hand getting through from Parobians. Left hand again, counter right hand. Almost a push from Salim, but that landed with the right hand. Chris, Łukasz Parobians told us, I'm not a volume fighter. I'm 1 and 2 punches at a time. I believe in my power. I believe in my patience to find that power.
But Salim just seems to have a very good chance. Both these guys seem extremely tough.
High elbow block from Parobians. Salim forward again on the right hand. To the inside side headlock position, gets the separation from Chris Bachelor. Right hand getting through from Parobians. Now on the turn. To the third and fourth rope goes Parobians. That gets the fair start, restart from Bachelor. Sporting from Salim to back off. To the clinch, 20 seconds remaining, round number 2 of this heavyweight fight.
Yo, behave yourself, boys, please. Thank you. Knock it up. Let's go. Come on.
Parobians left hand. There's the right hand, left hand once more. There's some volume from Łukasz Parobians. Duck under, heavy to the inside. Smear of blood now on the face of Kasim Salim as we move to round 3.
And Sean, both these guys are very wide with their punches at this point. I can see him straight in some of those shots out. Mexican might catch a guy not seeing him coming because these wide shots are both doing a good job of blocking or taking them, but some straight shots right down the middle probably do a lot of damage. I do see occasionally going to the body, but I would like to see a lot more of those shots as well. Especially that straight left if you're southpaw, straight right, right-handed, right to the midsection of your opponent. That's the wide open shot. Can do a lot of damage.
Seconds out cold. Here comes round number 3.
I can hear the corner of Salim saying they need to get you outside the lead foot, outside.
Okay, gentlemen, toe the line. Knock it up!
Round 3.
Let it go! Go!
Did this start round number 2?
Not as emphatically. Kasim Salim taking himself backwards to do this. Now come forward heavy on the right hand. Swing and miss with the left hook from Parabians. There's the right hand, left hook right back to the body on the counter from Łukasz Parabians. Parabians again left to the body, right hand, and another left hand to the body from Parabians.
Looks like a lot more to the body. I think they talked about the same thing in corners that I was just saying.
Big exhale from Salim now on the back foot. Salim on the left hook to the head. Overhand left from Parabians. Both fighters showing their toughness and durability in this heavyweight bout. Overhook from Kasim Salim. Used it defensively to get that separation, the restart from Chris Batcheldor to the inside and on the restart. Call for action from Batcheldor. There's the big left hook on cue from Salim. Big shots on the inside. Salim now from the pocket. Counter left hand from Parabians. Big right hand on the left hand. Heavy pressure now to the inside from Kasim Salim.
Keep working, boys.
Both shows great chin, Sean. They took some massive shots. Both guys did in that exchange.
Knuckle up, let's go.
Good refereeing from Chris Batcheldor.
Mind your fingers, mind your fingers.
Have to be physical to be an effective referee in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. There's the right hand from Kasim Salim. Parabians was seeing round number 3 going his way, but Salim has now turned that momentum in his favor. Pressure again from the Scot, Kasim Salim.
All right, stop there, break.
Separation once more from Batcheldor.
Knuckle up, let's go.
Yeah, look, both these guys just really laying it all out this time. They're throwing power shots, landing power shots.
Hands on hips for the second time in round number 3 from Łukasz Parabians. Then he throws the left hand. Left hook to the body. That was glancing from Parabians. Overhook once more from Kasim Salim. Chris Batcheldor doing an excellent job keeping this bout moving. Final seconds, round 3. There's the naked 2 from southpaw from Parabians before the bell. We move to round 4.
I know we talked about earlier Parabians fighting a 33-minute fight at one point, but man, he has his hands on his hips. He looks a little tired thus far. I think just a feverish pace at this point. Salim being a heavy fighter.
Aaron Chalmers is 2-0 in BKFC. He's at 7 pro MMA bouts, 2 in pro boxing. And tonight, he is in the fight of his life. It's our co-main event. Darren Till, the Liverpudlian, in his BKFC debut, set for the light heavyweight division. Scan the QR code on your screen. You can also go online to bkfc.com to watch that bout. It's part of our 9-fight main card, BKFC 90. Tonight, we're in the West Midlands, Birmingham, England.
Let's go! Let's go! Up! Okay, gentlemen, let's hold the line.
Once again, Sean, both these heavyweights, when they get tired, they just start winging these shots. I can see a few more straight rights, right down the pipe, straight lefts.
To round 4 we go. Good jab from Kasim Salim. Jab again from Salim. There's the 1-2, and the 2 really landed.
Good straight shot.
His head accidental clash of heads. Overhand left from Parabians. Big swing from Parabians on the left hand getting through. Parabians hard to the body. Big sequence from Parabians. Salim throws some shots.
Salim might need to take a knee.
Batcheldor was telling Salim, you have to fight back.
If you're Parabians, I'll jump all over like that.
That is it! Victory from the pole, Łukasz Parabians.
Just really put it on him in that round. Hurt him, knocked him back. I thought they might stop, but I thought they needed to take a knee because you could tell the referee was only going to let him take so much. And just when I thought he was getting tired, Parabians did a good job. Landed a flurry of punches, hurt his opponent, pushed it back. He smelled blood and he went for the finish. Look, that left hand followed by the right. That's what did the damage. He knocked Salim back and then he just unloaded. So this is my opportunity. I had to take it. And you can see the last Salim just walked back. He's like, I don't like this. And a couple more good shots. Fell back.
And Chris, you'll see here, the left hand, which is the final punch of the fight, Salim is actually turning and taking out his mouthpiece.
Yeah, he said, I'm done. This is no fun. I don't like this.
Just as Chris Batcheldor was coming in to stop the fight, Salim, I think, was going to exit the fight of his own volition, turning his back. That is physical surrender.
in bare knuckle and in gloved boxing. Salim taking out his mouthpiece as well. Credit to both heavyweights, though. That was hard fought, well fought. These are two big, powerful punchers in the heavyweight division. Credit to the Pole, Łukasz Parobiec. This is 17th bare knuckle fight across all promotions, and it's victory for Łukasz Parobiec in his BKFC debut.
You could tell at the very end of that fight, just the look on Salim's face, it was all hickledy-pickledy, Sean.
Let's go, gentlemen, come on in.
Gotta get my British
Come on in.
quotes in there.
You nailed hickledy-pickledy. We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Chris Bescheldor, steps in calling a stop to this fight at 47 seconds, round number 4. For your winner by TKO, Łukasz the GOAT Parobiec.
All right, Łukasz Parobiec. Let's talk a little bit, my friend. Congratulations. You know, I appreciate a good heavyweight fight, and you two came to bang here in Birmingham. Your opponent, super tough. Are you surprised that he was able to hang with you for so long?
I was prepared. I thought he was gonna gas out about 2 rounds. 4th round, he was still on, and then I had to switch for going forward, attacking, and this comes good.
No doubt about it, man. I gotta ask you, we love our heavyweights here. We have a strong heavyweight division. What's next for you? Who do you want? Because we want to see you right back inside this squared circle.
Next, who's standing on the line for the title. I want to fight for the title over here. I came and challenged the best ones, so I'm waiting for the good offers.
He's coming for the biggest, and he's coming for the best. Make some noise for Łukasz Parobiec.
And Parobiec showing what experience in this sport does. He waited for the right time. He was patient, got the knockout.
Qasim Salim most definitely had his moments. He showed his movement. He showed his punching power. Łukasz Parobiec, though, talked to us about patience in our fighter meeting. He said, I believe in my power. I have to be patient. The power will finally be the difference. It was indeed. The winner by way of 4th round TKO, Łukasz Parobiec defeats Qasim Salim.
The world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, is bringing the heat in the month of June. June 4th, we're in Hollywood, Florida with a can't-miss main event. It's Bryce Henry versus Julian Lane. June 19th, we debut in Nashville, Tennessee, when Tony Loco Soto throws down with JC De Leon in a battle built for violence. Then, June 26th, Indiana comes unglued. Cameron Van Camp versus Gregoris Cisneros, where one punch can change everything. Find out more info on how to watch live at BKFC.com.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the way. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. On the way. Yeah, on the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
And here they are, folks, the first family of violence. It's Ryan Barrett, the Cockroach. You'll see him in action, and he is with the Bare Knuckle Witch, Megan O'Neill. They've been making lots of waves all over social media. We'll see them in action tonight. Of course, you got to scan that QR code to be a part of this incredible show tonight here at the Utilita Arena. Now let's take a look at that summer schedule. It is white hot. It is a big summer. We are just less than a week away, just 4 days away or so from being at Hollywood, Florida. Bryce Henry, Julian Lane, what a banger. And then it just keeps rolling from there. From Nashville to an incredible run in Italy. I mean, we're everywhere. We're back in Sturgis, going everywhere and back. It is a huge summer for BKFC here in 2026. Folks, what an incredible summer it's going to be, and what an incredible night it is going to be here at the Utilita. This place is coming unglued. Those two heavyweights brought the heat. It started slowing down, and then Parobiec sort of dipped into his reserves and was able to put Salim away. That's the sort of action you're going to get all night long. Of course, all eyes on Darren Till. Everybody thinking about how is Darren Till going to fare. We know Mike Perry's watching this one closely. He has to be, because that match has been brewing for a long time. But then you got a lot of guys on this roster that want a piece of Till as well, whether it's Lorenzo Hunt, whether it's John Phillips, who you're going to see in action tonight. They all want a piece of the gorilla. But how is Darren going to do against Aaron Chalmers? That's your co-main event tonight. Of course, the main card starts at the top of the hour. We want you to be a part of it, but you got to get the BKFC app to experience it all. Please lock it in, because this is not one you want to miss. Incredible stuff all the way through. How about this? You got one more day, about 24 hours to lock in your spot on BKFC. That's SEA. BKFC.com. Scan the QR code. Leaving out of Miami, going to Nassau in the Bahamas. It's going to be a complete bare-knuckle party. But then on top of that, we're going to get to Nassau, and we're going to hold a BKFC event right there on the boat. It's never been done before. It will happen January 22nd through 25th in 2027. But we want you to be a part of it. Once again, the price is going to go up on Monday, so make sure you lock in your spot before that, because this is the inaugural. You don't want to miss it. Then, next Thursday, we up the ante once again. We go to our home away from home, a place where we've made so many incredible memories, the Hard Rock Live, the Seminole Hard Rock, and this main event, this could be a changing of the guard type moment here. Julian Lane rises all the way up to welterweight champion. Bryce Henry has been on his way for a while, but this is the biggest test of his career. This is the highest caliber opponent in his career. And he's faced against, some great guys, but he's never faced a guy with the pedigree of Julian Lane. Speaking of which, let's go to Sean and Chris. Gentlemen, this main event, fantastic. Like I said, you got an up-and-comer, a blue chipper, taking on the old guard here in Julian Lane that's still champion material. I love this.
I fully agree, Chris. This is intriguing. You said it when we were out to dinner last night. 165 pounds is the top division, pound for pound, you think, in BKFC. Our top 4 fights, and remember, it is next Thursday night, a rare Thursday show for BKFC, because we're back at Hard Rock Live, South Florida, Hollywood, Florida. That is our main event at 165 pounds. Bryce Henry versus Julian Lane. You see the top 4 fights. They're presented by Ball Boys.
You cannot beat this card, Sean. I mean, our cut man, G. Perez against Mike Henry. What a fight. Townsville has been nothing short of amazing, coming against Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. That's going to be a great one. And then you got Go-Go, our former champ, versus Tello. That guy had an amazing fight for us in Dubai. And I mean, Sean, I think since his second fight, Bryce Henry, I said this guy might be the best guy on our roster. But he's going against Julian Lane, our former champ, just keeps getting better. So much experience. That is an amazing fight. That is going to be very telling. Is it Bryce Henry's time? Is he going to come over? Is he going to take over the division? Or is Julian Lane still at top?
And Chris, speaking of welterweights, you talked about how stacked you believe it is. That is our main event tonight. It is for the BKFC Interim Welterweight Championship. Cyrus, we are feeling the energy, of course. One half of the main event, Connor Tierney. This is his home city, Birmingham, England, and he's facing a fellow Englishman from north of here in Gainsborough, England, RICO Franco.
Yeah, it was very interesting because we're sitting at the press conference and both guys seemed very calm, very respectful. 24 hours later, we are right back at St. Andrews on the same stage at the weigh-ins, and it absolutely explodes. RICO Franco, this is a guy that always seems cool, calm, and collected. Well, he lost it in that moment as it was a pull-apart. Absolute insanity. What does that mean? You know, Chris, I want to ask you a question, because I think you've been in situations like this. You got a guy, you know, that's gotten a win over you, and then you get another crack at him. Connor Tierney, it seems like his blood is boiling. There's going to be emotions running over here at the Utilita Arena.
Cyrus, it's very tough to beat a very good fighter twice, and sometimes the guy who won the first one thinks, I already beat him, I got his number, but the other guy's been thinking about this for 7 years. That's motivating. He's been wanting this fight back. He wants to right that wrong. He wants to make sure he proves to everybody that was a fluke. He has that motivation, but has he been thinking about it too much? Is he too worried about it? Has it been his total thought, and is it going to be too much for him to overcome at this time? That's what we really want to see. This is everything that I want to watch. This is exactly what I want to see in this card. I have no idea who's going to win, but I know it's going to be an amazing fight.
Cyrus, you know, sometimes we see theatrics, histrionics in those situations, and we think those are just works to get people excited. I'm telling you, yesterday you were in the middle of it. Chris was in the middle of it. I think you got 3 points for a takedown, by the way.
No, I held him up,
That was a shoot, so much so, I was standing just off stage. I've known Franco 9 years. I commentated him in M1 in Russia. He has never lost his temper in front of me. He was going to go into the crowd at Connor Tierney. Joe Lister, a friend and teammate of his, had to stop him, and he said, mate, it's not worth it. You will get him tomorrow.
Yeah, not to mention you got a lot of Brummies there, right? And they're all going to take up for Connor Tierney. I do have my eyes on this matchup with Barrett and Phillips. I like this because John Phillips, you're talking about an accomplished UFC guy that has made the transitions look fantastic. Barrett has never been in our ranks. He's been fighting bare knuckle, but now he's under the brightest lights of the BKFC. It's a put up or shut up moment here for both these guys. I think Phillips really wants an eye on top. There's a lot of things going on here. What do you make of that matchup, Chris?
I mean, here's the only question in my mind. Is Phillips focused on this fight? He's talking about fighting other fighters. He wants a piece of Till. He's already looking past his opponent. That's a problem. You know, if he looks past Ryan might sneak up on him. It's just, is this going to be the time for the passing of the guard? Is this going to be the time for, you know, the UFC veteran, the guy who's built for bare knuckle? If he lands his punches, he puts people out, he doesn't get knocked out, it all looks like it's great for him, but if he's not focused, he will lose a fight.
The question is Megan O'Neill, the bare knuckle witch, going to end up in a fight by the end of the night? The way she talks, my goodness, lighten up social media. Everybody has something to say about Megan O'Neill. We know she is coming out right there with Ryan Barrett, and together, the first family of violence. Will we see a new face of violence, right? We keep hearing that it's going to be the new face of violence, Darren Till. He has to prove it tonight. It is time to make that walk. It is time to see if he is really built for this sport. We remember when Mike Perry did that exact thing. Take us back, Sean, take us back to when Mike Perry had to do that test, but now can Darren Till do the same?
Mike Perry made his BKFC debut August 2022 in London at Wembley Arena, a 6-round overtime victory versus Michael Venom Page. So much buzz on Mike Perry coming from the UFC to BKFC. We have that tonight as we are back in England, here in Birmingham. Darren Till, one-time UFC welterweight title challenger, of course, Cyrus, coming from the UFC to BKFC.
So there it is. I mean, it's put up or shut up time. This is a big moment in the career for Darren Till, for Aaron Chalmers, who's on the other side. And think if he gets the scalp of Darren Till, what that does for his career tonight. It all happens tonight here at BKFC 90 Utilita Arena. Please be a part of it. Making his way in, the one and only BRUM Town Bomber. He's at home. He drove over here nice and comfortable. Was the weight cut tough? We don't know, but he seems comfortable now in the biggest fight of his life. Can he put away Rico Franco? Can he avenge that loss and walk out the welterweight king of the world? Across that squared circle, one of the best that's ever done it. He just steps up in big moments, and he's so comfortable, so loose, but it's finally somebody got underneath the skin of Rico Franco. That is the question. It's one thing that he's always had, is that he always stays so stoked, always stays so calm. Has somebody finally got under skin? It seems like Connor Tierney has. It is Franco. It is Tierney for the Welterweight Championship of the world. It all happens here at BKFC 90. Don't miss it.
Friday, June 26th, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns with another night of action you have to see to believe. In the main event, Cameron Jumpman Van Camp faces the explosive Gregoras Cisneros in a showdown built for violence. In the co-main event, destruction takes center stage when the boogeyman Arnold Boomaye Adams collides with Steve Panda Banks in an all-out battle for heavyweight supremacy. Watch it all live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Friday, June 19th, Nashville becomes Bashville. It's the debut of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship in Tennessee. Watch Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship OG Tony Loco Soto fight JC De Leon, a warrior hungry to build his name at Loco's expense. Plus, see rising sensation, the leader of the Rivera era, Nate Rivera, throw down bare knuckle style with the always ready Trey Martin. Watch the world's most exciting combat sport live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Tonight, the UK becomes the center of the fight world. Darren Till enters Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for the first time ever. The new face of violence has promised destruction from the moment he signed the contract. But Aaron Chalmers isn't here to welcome him. He's here to knock